Vice President Senator Kashim Shettima has reaffirmed federal government's commitment to achieving $1 trillion economy by the year 2030. VP Shettima made the pledge at the National Policy Forum on the institutionalization and implementation of homegrown school feeding program for sustainable economic growth and financial inclusion in Nigeria. The event seeks to strengthen multi-stakeholder partnerships, influence policy reforms, and advance legal and institutional frameworks required to sustain the school feeding program nationwide. Our correspondent Edidiong Ibanga tells us more.
Homegrown School Feeding Program is a government-led 70 naira per day feeding initiative that aims to improve the health and educational outcomes of public primary school pupils. Recall on 12 January 2024, President Bola Tinubu suspended the program administered by the National Social Investment Program Agency as part of probing into alleged irregularities in the management of the agency and its activities. Speaking during the National Policy Forum, Senator Kashim Shettima, represented by Special Advisor to the President, Economic Affairs in the Office of the Vice President, Dr. Tokwe Kolade, emphasized the school feeding program relaunched this year is designed to boost enrollment and attendance, improve academic performance of pupils, and raise income for farmers through local produce procurement.
By 2026, success will look like hunger-free classrooms as the national norm, measurable gains in attendance and foundational learning, millions of women, micro-entrepreneurs, banked and formalized, expanded demand for Nigerian-grown staples, sustaining rural incomes, and real-time delivery data, reducing leakages, and increasing trust in government. But success will also mean fewer children falling prey to the manipulations of violent groups, more households resilient against economic shocks, and communities bound more tightly to the national fabric.
Country Director ActionAid Nigeria, Dr. Andrew Mamidu, highlights that according to the World Bank's Human Capital Index, Nigeria scores just 0.36, that is 36% of productive potential. He stated that between 2018 and 2022, enrollment in basic education increased from 35 million to 40 million, yet the number of out-of-school children grew from 9.1 million in 2000 to 14.6 million in 2020. These figures he regrettably attributed to weak governance, underfunding, and systemic gaps.
When properly institutionalized, the program will improve nutrition and learning. It will create jobs, of course, enhance financial inclusion, and build resilience for future generations. As we deliberate today, I urge us to, one, think beyond short-term interventions, but push for long-term frameworks that will survive the political transition. Yes, we know that there was a challenge. The president, as a result of that, had to host the program. But I think we have had enough time to have our reflection and for us to kickstart the program. And for us in ActionAid, we are open as allies to get this started at the end of the day to provide support. We are also open to engage with the state governments.
Key stakeholders at the event share their views.
Given the profound importance of this program, its success demands the highest level of rigor from all implementation agencies. This necessitates a clear, detailed, and measurable implementation work plan. Furthermore, we must insist on absolutely transparent procurement processes. The sacred funds allocated for nourishing our children must be dedicated solely to that purpose, not consumed by the procurement of expensive, non-essential items like haloxes and other luxury vehicles as program vehicles.
The homegrown school feeding program is not just about feeding children. It is about nation building. It is about education. Because a child who is nourished is more attentive, more likely to attend school, and more capable of learning. It is about nutrition and health. Because regular balanced meals combat malnutrition, stunting, and anemia. It is about agriculture and rural development.
The forum brought together government leaders, policymakers, civil societies, development partners, and private sector actors to build consensus, foster political will, and set up a multi-stakeholder technical working group to champion the institutionalization of the program nationwide. Edidiong Ibanga, ADPN News.